It's a demographic that could make the difference in this year's election. Teens, Gen Z, first-time voters. What drives them? Who influences their opinions? How do they feel about the perceptions that surround them?
What's it like being a first-time voter?
Pretty frustrating, honestly. A lot of people are saying, oh, the kids nowadays, they don't care, like they don't want to work. Like I literally didn't have the ability to have my voice included until now.
Each party thinks, oh, they're guaranteed to vote for us, without putting any sort of effort into it.
I am a poli-sci major. I don't know if that has to do anything with it, but I literally live for this stuff. As soon as I turned 18, I was like, I'm going to go register to vote.
I do feel like there's sort of a negative stigma on younger voters because I feel like older people feel that we are influenced by the media.
Are you?
Some people are, but there is some people who go further and do their own research, and they kind of put that negative stigma on everyone.
Does that tick you guys off?
Yes.
Yes. I think that a lot of people forget that like we are in the informed age. It's not just TikTok, it's not just Instagram Reels, it's going to different sites and understanding the different viewpoints.
Where do you get your information from? How do you know if it's not misinformation? There's a lot to decipher.
I love talking to my grandparents. I call my dad. We talk to my stepmom, her siblings.
Your parents are very influential in your decision making politically.
My grandparents.
Right.
Grandparents. And my father, yes. Me and my mom have different political views. I think I do more research, and I think I'm more educated on this, so
Well, she's gonna love to hear that. We better include that.
I'm like, we're not gonna.
To search for the truth is hard.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, everybody nods.
It takes work.
Zara, I'm gonna tease you because you haven't talked much. Does Taylor Swift influence your vote?
No.
She doesn't?
No.
Does any celebrity influence your vote?
I feel like politicians don't really know a lot about Gen Z. I just feel like they don't understand, and it kind of like discourages you because it makes you realize like if they don't even understand you, like why should I vote for them?
Going into this presidential election, do you have a top priority, a top issue?
I think DEI, like diversity, equity, inclusion, that's definitely the number one on my mind.
Immigration. I come from a border town. My family's still there, so that's a really big issue for me.
Gun control, because my mom works in schools.
Say the economy, like wage gaps and things like that.
Free speech. Like as there was a Jewish community event just a couple days ago, and we had to have like 3-4 cop cars guarding it.
Building off of that, just our rights as humans, you know, that's my biggest issue.
Are you guys all decided or undecided at this point?
I'm decided for this presidential election.
Undecided.
I'm decided on locals, but not for presidential.
Interesting.
I will not know until that date comes.
You won't know until you go behind, man, I'm gonna date myself here, behind that curtain, and you get me a voting machine that day.
Yes.
That's interesting. Well, I would think most people know going in, but you won't know until the end. Even decided or not, you try to keep an open mind.
Yes.
Yes.
I wasn't planning on asking that, but tell me why.
Anything can happen within leading the weeks or on election day itself. You shouldn't just be, super, it's my way or the highway, it's this way or that way. You should always be very fluid in what you should be voting on, aware, and educated on.
This is my last one for you, and I think this is the basis of getting you guys in front of me. The way politics is right now, is that acceptable to you?
Politicians have really lost their humanity. I hope it comes back, and I do feel like our generation will bring that change just because we are more open-minded than like the previous generations.
We've definitely reached a point where it just feels like we're almost fighting a civil war. This is why we're here. This is why all 6 of us are here. We want to know that our future is going to be represented.